and welcome to this video. So today I am going to attempt to build a bookshelf. I ordered my husband ordered me for Valentine's Day a new bookshelf because I have a tiny little bookshelf right now and I am outgrowing it and I need some more space. So he got me quite a large bookshelf and I am going to insert a picture right here so you can see what it looks like. And I'm going to attempt to build it by myself. So wish me luck. I have a broom here because I was just sweeping, kind of tidying up my room before I attempt to do this. So it's gonna go where this shelf is that I have these coats hanging on. And I feel like I've talked about this a million times, but we just remodeled this room, so it's not done yet. We need trim on our doors and our windows still. So if you can see that ugliness, that's why we need a windowsill put on it still. So just ignore that. I know it's ugly, but I also put my curtains up to let in some natural light, and that's a Halloween costume that I was air drying, hanging off my curtain rod. It's just a mess, but we're going with it. So I need to first take these pictures and all that off the wall, and I'm probably gonna move it to this wall that's behind where you guys are that you can't see, but that's probably where we'll move it to. I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna let my husband do that, but yes. So the bookshelf is still outside. I have to bring it inside and I have no idea how heavy it's going to be. So wish me luck. I have an hour before my kids get off the bus. So that should be interesting as well. But I'm going to start by taking this off. My bed's right there. That's why I'm throwing stuff there. And you can hear my dogs fighting. We're off to a great start. They're not fighting, they're playing, but. Okay, time to bring the bookshelf in. Okay, so this is what we're working with now. I just have this tiny bookshelf, and as you can see, I don't have any more room left. And so this is all the books that I have read, and then I have a few more in the hutch that is in my dining room. And then we have our TBR cart, which is literally just busting out of the seams here. It's like double, triple stacked. It's so full. So I am so out of breath. This thing is so heavy. I literally was dying. I don't know how I managed to get that in here by myself. Couldn't use that. It's 41.5 kgs. I don't know how heavy that is in pounds, but I don't know if you can see. No, you're not gonna be able to see. All right, I'm gonna lay it down. Okay, I'm gonna get something to open this box up. Alexa, what's 41.5 kgs to pounds?
41.5 kilograms is about 91 pounds 8 ounces. By the way, you can thank the driver of your most recent delivery and will share your appreciation with them. Just say, thank my driver.
Alexa, thank my driver.
Glad you enjoyed your most recent delivery. We'll share your thanks with our delivery partner USPS.
91 pounds. I had to drag it up 3 stairs. All right, I'm opening up the box and I'll come back. I'm pretty sure it's upside down. The box is already hard to open. Oh my God. Yep, it's upside down. Should probably. Okay, I've already injured myself once. I just bashed my arm off of this. This is what we're working with. I need to try to find the directions, and I'm gonna take my slippers off, but I need to put socks on because no free feet picks. Need to find the directions in here somewhere. This looks huge. We didn't measure before we bought it, so it should fit. But it seriously looks huge. Okay, so we've got instructions, the hardware, and let's look. Excuse me. It's showing you how to screw it into the wall, which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna wait and let Brandon do that, but I'm gonna set it up. It looks pretty straightforward. You just set up like the metal part and then screw the shelves into the bottom of the metal part. I say that now, but who really knows how easy it will be? So I'm gonna move this box and then we'll get started. Okay, it says to assemble the actual bookshelf. I shouldn't need any tools besides what they gave me. To secure it to the wall is a different story. But like I said, Brandon's gonna do that, and we are definitely going to secure it to the wall because I have small children. It just is the smart thing to do. And it came with like brackets to do that. So that's cool. I got the three. My dog is barking at my other dog. I got the 3 legs done. It was really easy. There's just 4 screws in each leg. So next is the rods. Griffin, shh. And this, in my opinion, is really confusing. So I guess with the rods, you make like an X in the back. This is the back. And then this goes from here to here, I believe. Okay, I'm going to continue putting these shelves on. I'm listening to The Deal on audiobook right now. It's a reread for me, and I'm having a great time. So I'm gonna do this, maybe take a break to eat lunch, and listen to The Deal. So I will check in with you. I'm an idiot, and I thought all the shelves were the same, but they are not the same. They have to go like in through the sides because of the way the bars are. So I just went to go slide through one of the shelves through the side, and it wouldn't fit because it's way thicker, like so thick compared. My fingers are bruising from doing this, but it's so thick. And I realized it's because it's the top piece, and I put a different piece on the top. So now I have to take that piece off and put the top piece on. But before I do that, I'm going to take a lunch break. So I'll check back in, and hopefully all these shelves will be done. Okay. That took way too long. But I did it. It's done. And it's huge. So let's put it where it needs to go. So it's really like kind of wobbly because my house is so old that the floor is uneven. But I think that I can adjust these so that it isn't so wobbly. Okay, that is so much better. Like I said, I was able to adjust it wasn't so wobbly, so that was good. The insulation that's coming out of there because the trim's not on there is driving me nuts. So I'm so sorry you have to look at that. Now we need to put my books on, which is so exciting. I'm gonna clean the mess up that's in front of me first, and I'll be back. Okay, let's put some books on here. I bought Twinkly Lights. Should I try to put those on first and then the books? I'm gonna try to put those on first. So here's an overview of the shelves. The lights, I need to figure out something because I don't really love those lights. But this is what the shelves are looking like. Okay, so I have these somewhat organized, but not that organized. They're like as good as they're gonna get, basically. So over here, I have some young adult, like old school series. So we have the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I read this one like back in high school, but I never continue on. So I do plan on doing a reread and then reading that series. I have the first 3 books in the Bloodline series. It's a spin-off series to the Vampire Academy series. Then I have the Vampire Academy series, which I've read all of them, but the last one I'm going to read probably next. I have not read the Bloodlines yet. Then I have the first 2 books in the Shatter Me series. I've had this one since like 2012, and my dog chewed it back in high school. But it's like the original cover, so I don't want to get rid of it. But I did read Shatter Me back in high school, but again, I want to reread it and then read the rest of the series. The Hunger Games trilogy, which of course I've read. Then over here I have some romances, like just contemporary romances. So I have 2 Monica Murphy books. I have Restore Me by J.L. Seegers, Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, Ivy by Willow Nash, Indigo Ridge, It Starts With Us and It Ends With Us, which I should probably put Hopeless next to that. That would make some more sense, huh? So it starts, that's probably why I did it, because they're different sizes. But anyways, It Starts With Us, It Ends With Us. Hopeless, Before We Were Strangers. I have not read that yet. Devil in Dublin, I haven't read yet. First 2 books in the Addicted series, which I have read. The last 2 books in the Red Zone Rivals series by Candy Steiner, which I have not read those 2 yet. I did read the first 2. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, which I have not read yet. And then I have 3 Elsie Silver books here, which I have read. So then moving down the shelf, I have 2 series that I love right here. I have the Boys of Toman series by Chloe Walsh. So Binding 13, Keeping 13, and Saving 6. I have not read Saving 6 yet because it just came out. And then we have the Magnolia Park series by Jessa Hastings. I just have not read Daisy Hates yet. And I'm in the middle of Magnolia Park's Long Way Home. I have my Amazon Echo back there, just hiding behind a book. Then I have the War of Lost Hearts trilogy fanned out like this because the covers are so beautiful. So I wanted to display them. This is by Carissa Broadbent. I've read the first 2 books, and the 3rd book I'm going to read in March. So those are there. Then I have my Sarah J. Maas shelf. So I have I have the 2 Crescent City books. And then I have the ACOTAR series. I'm just missing the novella, which I'll get at some point, but that is that. Then I have the box set of the Throne of Glass series. I have read Throne of Glass, but I have not continued on with the series. So that is in my plans for 2023. Then moving on here, I have fantasy romance books. So I have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I love. I have These Hollow Vows, which I just read. And then These Twisted Bonds is just a dust jacket in there because I'm currently reading this. Then I have the first Zodiac Academy book, Out of Focus, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This Encyclopedia of Fairies book, The Song of the Mart by S.M. Gaither, the first 2 Bridge Kingdom books, which I have read. Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Curse, which I have not read yet, and then I guess I'll decide if I'm going to get Kingdom of the Fear after I read those 2. And then these 3 books I have not read yet. We have The Dark King by Gina Maxwell. That is a standalone fairy romance, which I'm really interested to read a standalone romance. Fantasy romance, I mean. Then we have Rhapsodic and A Strange Hymn, the first 2 books in the Bargainer series by Laura Thalassa. I'm super excited to get to those. Then we have the From Blood and Ash series on the end here. So From Blood and Ash, A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I've read those 2. I've not read The Crown of Gilded Bones yet. And then this is the first book in the Flesh and Fire series, which I have not read yet. Then down here we have 2 kind of like YA mystery books series. So The Inheritance Games, which I have not read that trilogy yet, but I'm planning on doing that probably in March. And then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I have read. I have these down here because I have the last book as hardcover and the first 2 as paperback, and I don't love the way that looks on a shelf, so I just decided to stack them here for now. Then I have more YA. Well, kind of. I have YA fantasy down here, but then I have this adult fantasy series here because that's the only spot it would fit, really. So most of it's YA fantasy, though. So I have Defy the Night and Defend the Dawn. I've not read these yet. The Iron Raven, haven't read that either, by Julie Kagawa. Belladonna, which I've, of course, read. I have the first original cover of Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I don't have the rest of the series, and I didn't love the second and third books in that series, so I probably won't get them. I'm just holding on to this because I did like this first book, and because, like I said, it's the first, like, original cover. Then I have the first 2 books in the Raven Cycle. I've not read those yet. The Curse of the Wolf King, This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi, I've not read yet. The Cruel Prince series by Holly Black, and then The Stolen Heir, which is the new spin-off series. I've read all those. The Wayward Children series by Shauna McGuire. I've read all these. Then I have the box set of the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber. I've not read these yet, but I do have them all. And then on this last shelf, it's kind of dark down here, I have this used set of the Divergent series. I need to take these stickers off. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So this is kind of more like YA. This is just another YA shelf, basically. So then I have The Unbecoming and The Evolution of Mara Dyer. I read this one in high school and want to reread them, and I need to get the third one. But I think that I'll really like to do a reread of that because I was obsessed with this book in high school. Like, I loved it so much, but I never continued on for some reason. I just never really read series. Then I have my Cassandra Clare book. So I have the Mortal Instruments series right here. I've read them all but the last one, and I don't think I have any interest. I just, like, got so bored after the first 3 books that I don't feel like continuing on. And then the Infernal Devices, I read the first 2, and same thing. I just stopped caring, so I don't know if I'll ever read that. Then I have Lady Midnight, which is the Dark Artifices book 1. I just picked this up because it was at my used bookstore for, like, I don't know, $6 or something like that. So I figured if I can find them all used, then maybe I would get them and try this series, because I've heard that people love the Dark Artifices and whatever this series is called too. This is the second one in the Last Hours series, and I also found that for like $6 at my used bookstore. So if I keep finding the ones that I need for really cheap, I'll probably buy them and try to read them. But I just really didn't love... I loved the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments, but I did not love any of the other books. So I'm not sure about that. We'll see. It's definitely not high priority, though. And then over here, I have just my Harry Potter books down here. And then I have some, like, Misfit books that I didn't really know where else to put them. So they're kind of just being used as bookends. I have this thriller, 56 Days. I have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have this horror book, The Last House on Needless Street. The Wicker King by Kay Ankrum, which is just like a YA book. The Girls in the Garden by Lisa Jewell, which is a thriller. And then a Bridgerton book This is Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. So these are all books I have not read. Obviously, I've read the Harry Potter series. But, yeah, so that's everything. Let me give you one last sweep. So that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.